Welcome back to Vaygrim's Chance, Season 3. It's a Friday episode. I hope everybody's doing well. Let's see. I'm in front of the laser array, again, where we left off. Real quick, I have made some quartz chip sets. That is basically one redstone, one piece of nether quartz. Real simple. I've gotten those, and I've made, not that. Actually, no, I'm going to leave that. I have faith. It might be misplaced faith, but I have faith. It requires, as you can see right here, it's a quartz AND gate. It requires red, blue, and green wires, right? Okay, well, basically what that means is we are going to have to get a red wire, red pipe wire, a blue pipe wire, and a green pipe wire. If we get one of those, and one of those, and then we get one of these. This is the most cluttered my inventory's been in a long time. We put these in to the assembly table. Suddenly, boom, that lights up. You can choose between OR gates or AND gates. For this purpose, it really doesn't matter, I think, for the most part. I'm just going to use some AND gates. I have made 3 docking stations. Now, I need one more thing that we have to go back to the observatory for. Run. I'm still not 100% a fan of the perspective squish that you get when you're running around, but whatever. Tesseract. I need that, and I'm going to need a whole mess load of ender pearls. I was literally just staring at it. There we go. 1 full-blown tesseract. Okay. Now we get to go back outside. Back outside. Yeah. Where's Hubbard? There we go. Okay, so I have... This is going to be right there. Let's go over here to this side of this little platform that we've got. That's going to be right here. We're going to do observatory's power. This is going to be set to energy mode receiving only. And basically, what I'm going to do... Okay, so what you're going to do... wooden kinesis pipes and wooden transport pipes. Basically, I don't know who here has used, everybody in the class, I don't know who here has used BC pipes. Don't know how long it's been. I'm going to put that right there. Nope, that's totally wrong. It's the wrong kind. Come back to me. I need a kinesis pipe that gets out power, and then I need at least one of these bad boys. We're going to put a docking station on it, right? Let's get that up out of the way. And then I'm going to get one of our quartz AND gates, and you right-click it, boom, right there on the side. Then you just right-click it again. Oh, criminy pumpkins. I just remembered. Wait a minute, do I have one? No, I don't. I need a lever. Hey, okay. Yeah, I'll take that one. That seems like it's a viable candidate for being a lever. An actual legit lever. Okay, I'm going to move over here and put this right here. In theory, if I flip that, we should be able to do redstone signal on. It is seeing not only this, the power system, but it's also seeing this little docking station. So we want redstone signal on, go to station. What that means is that any bot I set down here, this is going to be their docking station, their charging point, right? Which means that at any given point in time, if they're low on power, they will come back to this point automatically. Now, here's the other quirky thing, right? If they are out doing their business and I want them to come back to their station forcibly, for some reason I want them to stop working, I flip the lever. See, right now it's getting a redstone signal. If I flip that off, there is no redstone signal, you see? So I have a control mechanism to make the robot come back to its station. That is one of the most important things that you can start with these BC robots. I cannot stress this enough, because once they get going, they can be kind of hard to catch up with on a wrench. So if I wanted to, I could say no redstone signal. And then we could do, let's say, filter tool, work in area. And then you got this question mark here, right? It wants you to actually put something here. That's what this is for. This is called a map location. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. And basically, for now, we are actually going to have a defined area. Can I put these on? I can. Hey! We're going to make a box. And I think let's put that right there. I think I'm going to need one more. Hang on a sec. I need to go in and get... These are landmarks, and I made some landmarks. Wrong button. There we go. I made some landmarks for specifically making a box. And I'm going to show you why here in just a minute. Let's get a stick. Let's get a redstone. And let's get a lapis. I think I also have an angel block somewhere, but I'm going to have to go find it. Whoops. Okay. That goes there and makes the redstone torch. Then we put that there and put that there. And we get the landmark. Real simple. Where's the angel block? There it is. There it is. Request. Perfect. Because reasons. Now we go back out here. We turn hover back on. Okay, so first of all, actually, you know what? I don't even really need the angel block. I can put this. Let's go back up to this one. Now what we do okay. I think what I'm going to do is actually, instead of having these here, I'm going to break that. I'm going to break that. And I'm going to break that. Okay, so I'm actually going to put them back here. There is a method to my madness. Let's put this right here so we get the lines, okay? When you put a redstone signal into a torch, into a landmark like this is Quarry, Buildcraft Quarry 101 stuff. When you put a redstone signal, it's simpler to do the redstone block up here in the sky. But if you put a redstone signal into it, you get these lines. And these show how far out landmarks will go and yada, yada, yada. What I'm going to do is I'm going to right-click. Now you see, it's seeing this block right here. It's seeing this one down here. That one. And it's making a three-dimensional box. This is going to be the work area for a robot. We're going to get this thing called a map location. This is paper around some yellow dye. You get this. You right-click on the torch. And you'll see the icon for it changed right there. It's got map coordinates specifically for the box, how big it is, and where it starts for map coordinates. This means we can specifically limit where our robot is going to work, which means it won't roam all over God and creation. My nose is sniffly today. I am sorry, there's going to be some in the episode, and that is going to be unavoidable. Okay, so now we have a three-dimensional workspace that has been defined. This is the map location. We go over to our platform. Set down right there. I'm going to put this away. I'm going to put those away. Empty hand, right-click on this. It says work in area, right? Boom. So when it's not receiving a redstone signal, it will go to try and find work within that area. If it's receiving a redstone signal, like there, it's going to pull the robot back to the station, which means right now, I could put this bot down on this space and leave it there. I'm not going to do that yet, though. We also have... Ooh, I'm getting sludge building up over here. I need to do something about that. Let's get that. So I'm actually going to do a wooden pipe. And I'm going to pull it off like that. I'm going to get a docking station. Boop, right on top like a hat. And I'm going to get another gate right on the end. We right-click on it. And it's checking this inventory over here. It should be. I haven't actually tested it with the RF Tools inventories, but it looks like it works. So if it has items in inventory, then we can tell it to, no, not autarkic pulsar. Let's see. Provide items, right? So it is going to provide items to the robot if it actually has inventory to give. I have a kitty. Yes, hello, that's Malibu. Do you want to help? You can't help, I'm sorry. You don't have thumbs. Okay. Enough kitty time. Let's go over here. Now I'm going to come over here. Actually, let me reclaim this real quick. And we're going to come over here like this. Oh, wait a minute. I might have misdeclared that area. Hang on a sec. I might have to redo that. Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm going to have to. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. We're going to have another one of these. This is going to be right here. No, wooden pipes don't connect to each other. There we go. I think that this is all going to be good. If we get that and that, we right click. Let's do nope, it's not seeing that inventory. Okay. So we're going to have to back up one block. I'm just going to put that on the end for the sake of simplicity. Items and inventory. There we go. Space and inventory. We're going to tell it to accept items. If inventory is full, we could tell the robot to go to station, right? I don't know if we can tell what robot specifically. I'm not sure if that's going to do anything. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so what I just realized is that I need to redo my declared area. I need to tell it where I want it to work, but I also need to tell it where it needs to be dropping off its workload. which means that this can't be the bottom corner. It's going to have to be... Whoop, let's go back over here. I'm going to hopscotch down here. Is that... Let's go... I think that's one below. Let's put that there. And then what I have to do is figure out let's go right along here. I have to come far back enough. I think that's going to be okay. So now, whoa, if we come over here, we get our redstone block. That intersects. So if I right click on this, we should get a 3-dimensional box, which is not far enough over. Okay. Yep, you see, I have to bring it over farther this way. So what I'm going to have to do is basically just hopscotch some. I could probably request more cobblestone, but I'm lazy. I think that's going to be okay. So now if we put this here, we right click that, this is going to be a box. And it's going to be looking for docking stations. Oh gosh, one back, really? Okay, let's go 2 back just in case. The robots can only work with the docking stations, so it's going to be looking for docking stations within this space that it can go back and forth between. So now what we have, the charging station doesn't have to be within the boundaries. It'll find the charging station to start it off at. That's fine. This does. This has to be within the workspace, just like this has to be within the workspace. If I put another one, it's going to have to be right here. If we get another module up here, then I'm going to have to redeclare this area. However, I know exactly and specifically where these things are actually going to be used. So, if I look at this, 7 by 13 by 10, and we redo it, 16 by 19 by 14. So now we actually have a new declared work area. We go up here. I'm going to left click to blank that out, put the new one in there. And it's got the, oh gosh. It's got the coordinates right there. 16 by 19 by 14. That's the whole space. We've got everything declared. Everything is copacetic. Don't need these anymore. Come back over here. Let's get this one. Okay. So now, the miracle of miracles. We're going to get, I almost lost it in my inventory. This, we have redstone signal on. It should stay there, and it is charging up to 100%. So it's charged up to 100% now. As soon as I let go of this, in theory, it's going to go find work. It's going to go over here, and it pulled out some items of one type. It goes over here, it docks, and it's going to send those items ever so slowly into this chest. So it's checking this one to see if it needs to do anything. But we actually have one kind of item here that is ferrying stuff back and forth. This is probably the most inefficient method for moving items from A to B. I am almost 100% positive, but I think it's very cool. I think it's very neat to see this stuff get ferried around like this. You see, it's going on a circuitous route back and forth. As soon as we get stuff growing in the top module, it will check that one, then check the other one. There's also a point where I have this, where I'm probably going to have multiple robots, multiple charging points, and I might have to restrict one robot to one carrying point. We'll have to see, though. But I could not declare a work area. I could do zone planner and just tell that. With a zone planner, that's another thing we'll get into in a future episode, because there's going to be a point where I've got enough robots that I'm just going to have to do massive zone planning. I'm just going to have to declare, it's an overhead map, basically, and you can kind of zoom in and out a little bit, and you can declare, click on little squares and paint an area and tell it, this is where I want you to work, which is good, but it can be a little fiddly for very, very small areas. So since this is the only robot we have going right now, I figured, not that big a deal. Now, this thing is going back and forth about its normal duties. If I wanted to, it's going out to check. I really should have put this platform one lower. I see that now, but hey, whatever. I have flipped the lever. It goes. It charges. Oh, gosh. Come on. One little ledge right there. It charges, and as long as I have that lever flipped, as long as that is on, this thing stays here. So I have a method for telling it to go back home. I cannot stress enough how useful this is. Now, in the long term, what I'll do is we'll get into pipe wire, and we'll set up how to have a master lever for an entire line of robot charging stations. We'll get into that in future episodes. But for now, this is a one robot operation. I'm just going to do that, let it go about its business. I am seeing now that I probably want to move this entire platform one block lower. We'll get into that. I think that would make it a little easier. See, it's going down, then it goes up and over. I'd probably make it a little bit quicker. If I do down, then I could stick the actual pipes out. But basically, this is the grand operation. You see, it's pulling stuff. It is getting little bits of various things. How much do we have left over here? Okay, it's got a ways to go. So now the next operation is going to be getting that chest and tying it into the logistics pipe system. I have to make sure I have a place for everything to go, and I have to make sure that I have some storage that can be overflown, because if the gardens keep working, I don't want to have one chest where all that stuff goes to, and it maxes out and it throws off the rest of the logistics pipe system. So the ideal situation is to have all of that aimed at a bank like that, a bank of drawers, storage drawers, one controller. I'm going to put it right here, or maybe over here, and it's going to be a situation where that stuff is going to get pulled into the LP system from over here. It's going to go right over here to a storage drawer system. I'll have a controller in the middle, big thing of storage drawers just like that. I will probably do another one over here, but basically we can have, actually the area for those is big enough. I could have one storage drawer in the middle somewhere, but we'll see. Basically, I'm going to have one storage drawer controller, probably right here-ish. I'm going to have a big bank of storage drawers. Each one is going to be devoted to a crop, and they're going to be upgraded specifically. Do I have? Here's one. Okay, perfect example. Void upgrade. So that means that once it maxes out, it just keeps accepting them, but it erases them. Does work with the logistics pipe system. Works great with the logistics pipe system, as a matter of fact. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing next. It's going to be really, really good. Can't wait till we can actually start getting things like that going. So I hope by next episode, I'm going to have that chest tied into the LP system, and I'm going to have a bank of storage drawers right here that will be accepting all of the stuff coming in from that bank of gardens. And then I can start filling out more and more seeds. I can start using the top module, get it set up for auto harvesting, and get the bots generally busy. I also might lower that platform by 1 or 2 blocks. We'll have to see. But that is basically what we're doing. That's the whole bot system working, and that's the kind of one of the founding ideas, one of the main themes I've had for this. I really liked the idea of having these little kind of ledges, these platforms, and having these floating modules off in the sky where these things would be going and working between. Eventually, what I can do is we can have tons of bots working in the area, and we'll just have the whole thing zoned planned where they're all just hot swapping around. And that could be really, really good. In the meantime, I'm going to call it quits here. We're approaching past the 25-minute mark. I will see you folks later. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye. Molly says bye. Yes. Goodbye.